So the parable we're going to show you is, yes, you're clogged. And the older you are, the more you're clogged. But there are ways to dissolve this. Your body gets clogged very easy. You get that out of you before what? You get sick. Because once you get sick, the magic pill, do you think that's going to help you if you have this in there? I don't think so. How are you going to wash this out? How are we washing it out? Water. Okay? Exactly. What's the solution?
Water.
What's the solution?
No water.
It's water.
Like water, my friend.
Exactly. Okay, and the filters, think of them as your kidneys, your liver, your spleen, your organs. Why don't you just catch the parable here? This is like the kidney. Remember, this is like the big filter. Okay, figure this is the liver. Okay, and the first filter is the filthiest. Why? It's because that's the first filter, and that's the kidney. If you knew your glands and kidneys were plugged like this, what would you do? Because once you get sick, guys, once your filters get clogged, then you know what you got to do? You got to go to the hospital, and then you got to get on the medical hamster wheel. They have to put chlorine, chloramines, and a lot of things in the water supply because there's dead animals in that stuff. Where do you think it comes from? California gets its water from bloody Colorado. Okay, it gets it from snowpacks when they get water. We're going to change and clean the kidneys of the house. Your body gets clogged very easy. So I'm just going to show you real quick here. Look, distilled water breaks down inorganic solids because of its charge. It's a negative charged particle, and you're negatively charged, and the more positive charged particles you keep attracting, the lower your charge becomes. Okay, so our house doesn't even run. That's why we're changing the filters. How do we know?
Because the pressure is very low.
There's no pressure. Why? Because my
No
filters
flow.
are clogged. No flow. Okay, so the idea is that you know when your filters are clogged. You know why? You look in the mirror and you see you're clogged, but you feel crummy. But remember, it's slow kill. It's slow. It's a little bit at a time. Okay, remember, once you get clogged, then you don't feel like exercising. You don't feel like getting up in the morning and having a snap in your step to be able to start your day. But there are ways to dissolve this. Why don't you just catch the parable here? We're going to take some of these filters apart, okay, and the filters, think of them as your kidneys, your liver, your spleen, your organs. So we can't dissolve what's in my filters. So what am I going to do? We're going to clean them manually, okay? But we can't squeeze our kidneys and we can't squeeze our liver or gallbladder. Okay, all we can do is use certain types of liquids to be able to flush things out. So the parable we're going to show you is, yes, you're clogged, and the older you are, the more you're clogged. This machine fixes and heals itself. We have to keep it in tune. This is like the kidney. Remember, this is like the big filter. Okay, figure this is the liver. Okay, and the first filter is the filthiest. Why? It's because that's the first filter, and that's the kidney. The parable is, you can clean your filters. Okay, visually. Okay, like I said, this is just to show you that white is clean, and the darker it becomes is dirty. Can you clean it? Heck yeah. What happens when you clean your filters? You get younger again. Okay, you rejuvenate. So this is part of the reason why you would clean your filters. And if you don't clean your filters, then no matter what, if the fuel filter gets clogged in your car, it just dies. Okay, but if the oil filter gets clogged in your car, your engine dies. Okay? So one cuts off fuel and the engine just shuts off. It doesn't hurt it though. Okay, and the other one, fuel filter, remember, it's just fuel. And the oil filter, if that gets clogged, then the engine doesn't get its lubrication, and now you just blew up your whole engine. And this is how the whole human body basically falls apart. It gets clogged, and you need to take out the parasites, okay, all the inorganic minerals, okay, and this is what these guys have been doing and have done a lot. Okay, and anybody that follows these programs, you have to understand parables a little bit, just to understand. Okay, if you do have a kidney, if you do have filters in your body, how do you clean them?
Water. It's so simple, and it's given free by nature.
You bet. Because once you get sick, guys, once your filters get clogged, then you know what you got to do? You got to go to the hospital, and then you got to get on the medical hamster wheel. There's 100 million people in the United States that are obese, 30 pounds plus overweight. You got 240 million people in the United States out of 300 million that are 15 pounds plus overweight. Okay, clean your filters, guys. They have to put chlorine, chloramines, and a lot of things in the water supply because there's dead animals in that stuff. Where do you think it comes from? California gets its water from bloody Colorado. Okay, it gets it from snowpacks when they get water. Okay, and it's got to travel all this way with dead squirrels and rats and people going along places that spray helicopters with pesticides, insecticides, and herbicides, chemtrails coming down, smog, pollution. This is like your kidney being plugged. This is a very fine, fine filter. And look, it was plugged completely. Look at that grime. Okay, this is what's in your body. I didn't put this in here. This is coming from wherever it is. Let me smell, okay? This is grime. So I haven't cleaned this filter in a little while, okay? But you can see it's clogged. The inside is perfectly white, and you can see this side over here, all black. So that's all. I just wanted to show you that each of these filters that we do, okay, need to be cleaned. And we just cleaned this one also. And microfine dust came out of here. You couldn't even see it, but it still plugs the filter. So this is why it's super important for you to actually understand these parables. Only if you knew your glands and kidneys were plugged like this, what would you do? You'd get that out of you before what? You get sick. Because once you get sick, the magic pill, do you think that's going to help you if you have this in there? I don't think so. How are you going to wash this out? How are we washing it out? Water. Okay? Exactly. What's the solution?
Water.
What's the solution?
Distilled water.
It's water.
Be like water, my friends.
Exactly.